Being alone and feeling lonely are often confused, but they couldn't be more different. Picture this: you're sitting on a sunlit park bench, hearing the breeze rustle through the trees. You feel content, even at peace, because you've chosen to be by yourself. That's being alone. Now, imagine sitting in the same spot, scrolling endlessly on your phone, surrounded by a crowd of strangers. You're physically with others, but your heart feels like it's in a locked room, isolated and unseen. That's loneliness. The difference isn't just situational, it's deeply emotional. Being alone can be empowering, a chance to recharge, think, and rediscover yourself. But loneliness? It's the silent thief of joy, creeping in when we feel disconnected, even in a room full of people. It whispers lies like, nobody cares, or you're not enough. And here's the hard truth: in our hyper-connected world, loneliness is an epidemic. Social media shows us endless highlight reels, but the constant comparison leaves us feeling less than, craving connection we're not even sure how to find. And the irony is, while technology connects us, it often isolates us even more. Studies show that people who spend the most time online report the highest levels of loneliness. The gap between curated perfection and real life makes us feel like we're falling short, fueling isolation more. But here's the silver lining: understanding this distinction is the first step to change. Loneliness doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're human, wired for connection. So, how do we fight it? How do we move from lonely to empowered alone? Stay with me, this is where it gets interesting. Together, we'll unpack the tools to turn solitude into strength and loneliness into belonging. The first step is reframing solitude as a gift. Start by asking yourself, what's one thing you love but haven't done in a while? Paint? Write? Dance in your kitchen? Solitude is the perfect stage for rediscovering those passions. When you lean into activities that light you up, you're not just passing time, you're creating joy. But what about connection? Here's the paradox: meaningful relationships start with you. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you bring your best, most authentic self into friendships, conversations, and even new opportunities. Make small, deliberate changes. Text someone you've been meaning to catch up with. Volunteer for a cause you care about. Join a class or community group. Each step chips away at loneliness because it replaces empty moments with fulfilling ones. And don't underestimate the power of vulnerability. Sharing your feelings with someone trusted can transform loneliness into connection. It might feel daunting, but it's worth it. Even journaling about your feelings can be a bridge toward self-discovery and relief. Remember, loneliness thrives in silence, but connection, with yourself and others, is louder. Alone, you have the power to become your own greatest ally. And when you find comfort in your own presence, loneliness loses its grip. You're not just surviving the quiet, you're thriving in it, discovering strength and joy in the spaces in between. This journey isn't about avoiding people or filling every gap, it's about finding balance. When you can embrace being alone and still seek meaningful connection, you'll feel whole, not just in the company of others, but in your own heart too. I wish you happy holidays.